we kind of see like a few issues here, right? So the first is like one of the first things you might want to do when you're debugging is just figure out where you are. So the process is stopped. We've attached to it with the debugger. So let's try to figure out exactly where we are. So in Delve, you do that with the list command. Running the list command gives you, it tells you where you are. It tells you what function you're in. And it even tells you the source code and the line, the actual instruction address of where you're stopped. But there's still a failure here. So we see that we can't actually open up this file. The file doesn't actually exist within the container. So both the debugger client and server are within the container, and this source code doesn't exist within it. So this makes source level debugging pretty difficult. So let's see how we can fix that. First, let's get out of the debugger and let's not kill the process. Let's exit out of the container. So the next thing that we're going to want to do is copy the source code into the container. So we can do Docker. Let's see if I have it actually. So first we'll copy like the actual Go standard library stuff to Go root. This will take a little bit of time. It's copying a lot of files. And then we'll also copy in the source code for our project. So I'm actually in a different directory, so I'll copy in let me actually okay. So let's copy in the source code of this little app here. And then let's go back in to the container, attach again, and then let's use some Delve configuration to teach it how to find the source code that we just copied into the container. So Delve has some kind of like runtime and like pre-runtime configuration that you can modify. And one of the things is substitution path configuration, which allows you to say, anytime you see this path, substitute it for this other path, kind of do a replacement. So this is super helpful for if you're doing multi-stage build containers and things like that, or if your source code is in a different location from where it was when you built the binary or anything like that, and you still want to debug, this is a pretty powerful command. So if we search for our main.go source file, we see that it actually thinks it's in project main.go. So if we try to like list main.go 1, it's going to say it can't find that file at all. So let's fix that. Let's do config substitutes path, and it's basically like where the binary thinks it is to where you actually want it to be. So for the like Go standard library, let's switch it from user local Go to Go root, which is where we copied our stuff into the container. And then let's create another substitute path rule and convert project into source, which is where we copied our source code. So now when we try to do a listing, we see we actually get the source code out. We've told Delve where to find all of the source code, so we can actually see. And when we list where we are right now, you see we can actually get the like the Go standard library, like the runtime code and all of that stuff. We can see all of the assembly and everything like that. So now we've gotten to the point where we can debug within a container. Everything is set up, and from here, you just do what you need to do. You can do everything that you would normally from outside of the container.